Hi there. On the international community of Archicad, a long time ago there came a little thing that made me think I always wanted to do a video about this and share my knowledge about getting GDL parameters from doors or windows into the parameters within Archicad. So this is something really crazy and I don't know why it works, but there's a Trojan horse within the GDL parameters that can actually put information like geometrical information into those parameters here. So let me show you how to do this. I'm working on the German version here, so there's some things that will sound different in the international version, but it should work in the international version as well. So just to, if I talk about Schallschutz, it's the German word for acoustic rating. So acoustic rating is actually the property that we are looking at. So whenever I say Schallschutz, it's acoustic rating. So what can we do? We have all those doors. It's from the German library, built-in Archicad library. I have like this door, and all these doors have a DWG export parameter on the last page, and they have this Schallschutz in here, which is called here, down here, and I can write 1, 2, 3 in here. So I did this on this door, and now in the calculator I could like make a list and then find the GDL parameter and put it into the list. But I don't have it up here. But I can put this parameter and calculate it within the property manager. So what I'll do is I create a group and I call it GDL doors and windows. And within this group I will create like the GDL, well, let's take the first one of them. And I can now say, okay, I'm too lazy to find the right classification now, but so I put it to all elements. I wouldn't do this in a file, but I'm too lazy to find the doors in here now. So this GDL #1 is assigned to all these classifications, and I can do a calculation on this and get the Schallschutz Wert, it's called, for doors and windows, which is called acoustic rating for doors and windows within the international or English version. So by doing this, all my doors, they have a parameter in here that can calculate, and it puts 1, 2, 3 in here. So for this one, I will put, there's nothing in here because nothing is set. So I will change a GDL parameter within the DWG, Schallschutz, and I call it Archicad. So within Archicad, within this properties thing, I can now calculate the thing that's in here. So let's take this door and open it, the GDL. I will do it here. And I will go into all these things in here. So I will have all the parameters that can actually be transferred into the properties in here. I will not do it with the original version of it. So I will make a copy of it and I will save it as the same name plus hack into the embedded library. So there it is. Now I would select all these doors of the same type, and you know probably this problem, they have different sizes in here, you know that. And if I take all the doors, then just selecting this hack door it will put the parameters probably back to the standard ones. You know that they all will go to 101. Oh, today not, but if that ever happens to you, then please be aware that there's Option and Alt that gives like the little the sign in here, and all the same parameters will go into here now. So now all these doors are assigned to this door. So what can we map into the parameters? Let's take the door handle, for example. So I have different door handles in here. And so if I have this one and I put it to Klinke 3, it will put this one here. So I will have to find the parameter that actually is here, which is door panel type. Type 1 is not what I'm looking for, but it's called GS handle type Klinke-Innen. I will make a little copy of this one here. And I will copy the text. Thanks to Mac, this will work. And into the master script, I will put this little parameter. Save it in here. And then there's another parameter in here, which is called acoustic rating. Here it is. It's called GS list acoustic rating. And it actually has no geometrical influence on the door. So I can just take this one in here. I will copy the name. I go into the master script and also place it here. So let's do a couple of tests of this. So if I say parameters, GS list acoustic rating is hello world, and I will save this. This will put this name into all the doors. But you need to be aware of this will only happen if I take all the doors, press Command T and then enter. And now it has put the same parameter into all the doors. And now all these doors should be calculated to hello world. It doesn't work. Let's do it again. Parameters, just no, it's okay. I will save it. Do it again. Let's change something. And now it doesn't work. Let's put, like when starting with it, with place doors, it sometimes has a little problem in here. But if I go into Schalldämmwert, which is here, and put anything in here, it will set the parameter new. So when programming it to existing doors, it sometimes has little mistakes in there. But if you place it new, then it should put the parameter straight away into here. So if you want to kind of hack the system here, then write anything in here and it will go into the script and run it. So once it's there, it's clear that it's already here. So let's put the chosen GS handle in here and save it. Again, I will have to press Command and Enter, so that it calculates everything new. It has Klinke 3 in here. So if I have Klinke 3, let's go through here. So there's außen and there's innen. So this is 3, I put it to 9, and I will probably put like this door down here into the door handles on the next page, on the inside to, let's say, this crazy thing here. Now all these doors should have a different parameter in here. Let's put a label onto it. Auto text with nothing here. From the middle away, up we go. We will place it here. And we get the GDL mapping in here. Now I'm happy. Okay, this is what I need. Take all doors and put it in here. So you see there's 9, there's 3, there's Panikstange, they are all different in here. So, and even graphical overrides will now work. I'm too lazy to make it a graphical override for all these things. So I love the BIM dots property highlighter, which is unfortunately not from Archicad, but from BIM dots. But they've created something absolutely wonderful. I can just select the property here, which is my GDL one, and now it will find all the different values and put an auto color to it. So this is pretty cool. This is nothing that I will print, this is only for checking, but it's really fast, and it also works on really, really large models. So I love the property highlighter. So this works. But now, since I only have one slot for the whole thing, it's really the only parameter that is going into the properties. It's called GS-list acoustic ratings. What I have to do is I have to write all the GL parameters into one parameter and then extract from this one long list the little ones. So how do I do that? I will write something like hashtag #01 plus this, and then I put it to hashtag #02, and now I will set the next parameter. So let me see if there's the outside and the inside in here. So I have this one, which is innen, and I have außen, which is the same thing but with a name out. So I will copy this into the master script plus this, and now I will put hashtag #03, and now I have two parameters set into one. Let me check if it works. Take all those, and now I have a longer thing in here within the GDL parameter. So let me use the BIM dots highlighter again and refresh it, and you see, okay, this is Klinke Knopf, 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 Panikstange, Knopf. So this is the varieties of inside and outside of the whole thing. So from these, I'd like to go into the calculations again, take the GDL one, and now I will have to get everything between hashtag #01 and #02 to get the first parameter into here. So there's some operations that I will have to do in here. So for example, I take splitting from right, I take Schallenberg as the text, I pulled it here, and then the second parameter wants the hashtag #01, and then take 2 slots for it, and I put it into here, and now by refreshing this, it has deleted everything from the hashtag #01 from this side. So now I want to delete the rest of it. So what I do is I put another split left in here. And the text I've just calculated is the thing I put in before. And now this one is hashtag 02. And again, I put the 2 in here. Let's see what it does. Okay, I made a mistake. Let's do it again. What's the mistake? Split left, split right. 02. It should actually, I have to put a 1 in here because it's from the end, otherwise it will not work. Yep, so now it's done. So if I have figured out this little code in here, it's easy to duplicate the whole thing. So I put this one as a duplication and I put it to 2. And all I have to do is go into this code and change this from 2 to 3. And now I have these 2. So we've already seen this one works this way, and the second one works this way. So on the one on the outside, it has only one thing in here. Let's try if we can change it. I go into here and I put it on something here and on something there. Okay, and now here we are. It really works. Great, right? Okay, so this is really the only way how to get GDL parameters into the property manager of Archicad. I think it's not too hard if Archicad would provide in here not just the parameters that are in here, but also put like an extra GDL parameter to calculate them, because I don't have any performance problems on big projects with over 2,000 doors. I can color them by the GDL parameters within seconds. So really, this is not, Archicad, please listen to this. This is not a performance problem. It's just something that should be provided for every user. And I also found the slot only for doors and windows. I've searched for slots and slots for objects and everything. If anything in the object is mapped into the property highlighter, I didn't find the Trojan horse for objects and for rooms and things like that. So only Schalldämm Wert, which is acoustic rating, is the Trojan horse for this functionality. But anyway, please let me know if you like to, or if you found anything special or things about it. I'm happy to share my knowledge with you. So, see you then. Bye.